That's my baked fish paella. Yum. The first time I experienced paella, I was working in Barcelona. It was my day off work and it was a seafood paella, so I decided to make one up for Marley's spoon. First off, I'm going to chop some capsicum, cut the cheeks off, and then the base, cut it into small chunks. I want some nice, bold, strong flavours. The average Spaniard may be up in arms over this oven-baked paella, but at Marley's Spoon, we know that time is short. So this one you can have on the table in around 30 minutes. Cut up some beans into 2 centimetre lengths. A paella doesn't really have too many vegetables in it, but of course this being 3 veg and meat, I wouldn't have it any other way. If you don't know what a paella is, it's a rice-based dish, normally cooked in a very wide pan that's flat. It's supposed to have originated in Valencia in Spain, which is another reason why I would use a Spanish onion or a red onion, plus it's nice and sweet. Heat some olive oil in a wide-based pan. Add the onion, capsicum, some smoked paprika. Normally you would add saffron to a paella, but it is very expensive, so smoked paprika does a really good job and it gives it a really nice colour. You could also use a touch of brown turmeric if you wanted to add some more colour. Season with salt and pepper. While that's cooking away, I'm just going to make up a vegetable stock. And stir the capsicum. It smells amazing. I love the smell of smoked paprika. It takes me back to Spain. Add in the stock now. It's kind of similar to a risotto, say, but you just add the ingredients in a different order. Some tinned tomatoes and some dried oregano. You just want to bring it to the boil, to a good simmer, and then add your rice. So I'm using a risotto rice. There is a special paella rice, but this works well. And that's the only time you're supposed to stir. Put the lid on. And I have an oven-proof pan here. Now into the oven for 25 minutes, 200 degrees, until the stock has almost absorbed. It's been about 20 minutes, and the great thing about these recipes is that you don't necessarily need to slave away over the stove. So I'm going to cut up some barramundi. And I don't want to throw away the skin because I actually crisp it up in the oven for Harriet as a snack. Really delicious. I'm not using too much fish, so I'm cutting it into smaller pieces. Let's get it out of the oven. Looking good. Stir in the peas and the green beans. Now I'll put the fish on. The thing with barramundi is when it cooks, it turns really nice and flaky. And back in the oven for another 5 minutes. While that's cooking, chop up some parsley. I like to use the stems and the leaves, and I start from the top and I just work my knife all the way down, just chopping it really nice and finely. I love adding the stems because there's a load of flavour in there. Dinner's ready. Let's get it out of the oven. Okay. Look at that. And it's all made in one pan too. So a few finishing touches. Give it a good drizzle with some extra virgin olive oil, some freshly ground black pepper, good scattering of parsley, and just for a little bit on the side, some aioli or garlic mayonnaise. And that's my baked fish paella. Yum.